What's going on, guys? I'm Brutalizer. Welcome to the channel. Now today we're going to talk Realm of Legends. Sounds very scary, looks very scary, but is actually not at all, especially when you have a team like this. So I went in to test this team out on Winter Soldier and thought I'll see how far we can go with this, because I've never actually tried to do Realm of Legends before. So firstly, with the team, we've only got one dupe character, which is Nick Fury, and then of course Emma Frost, Warlock, Sunspot and Colossus, and you will notice that they all have some sort of synergy apart from Colossus. So firstly, with Nick Fury, having him on the team, everybody gets 10% attack rating, and when he dies they get an extra 10%, which works out to be handy. He didn't die till quite later on, so I didn't really get to take much advantage with that. With Emma, Colossus gets 2% increased power for every buff that he already has, and Emma stays level in diamond form with her opponent, providing she doesn't go above that. Next up, we've got Warlock. His synergy is he generates 70% less power from opponents with the special attacks, and Sunspot gets an extra 25% duration with his incineration, which is fantastic, absolutely nuts actually, when he uses his special too. Alright, so next up we got Sunspot, all mutant champions. The ability accuracy is increased by 30% because he's not duped. We don't get that extra 60%. And we also get an armor rating plus 130, which is really helpful, and I think helped quite a lot. And who else we got here? Yep, so that's the team. Now, talking about the fight, the first fight we went in and we took on Winter Soldier, and I took in Sunspot to do that. His incineration is insane. So his SP2, just huge amount of incineration. You can run that 2 times over, and the way I found best to do that is to spam heavy attacks, because the longer you hold down that button to put your heavy out, the quicker he generates power on his power bar. So doing that, SP2, you do that a couple of times over, as you can see here. That's really good. And to reload him, you just keep spamming heavies, put out his SP3, and then you can start again, rinse and repeat. Fantastic. Next up we got Colossus. Now I took him in against Black Bolt. He hits like a truck, like so easy. You know, his armor, he's immune to bleed and all the rest. Black Bolt's firing off his specials and just wrecking himself basically. So that was really easy. I used Nick quite a bit. His bleed is second to none. He's got a retarded amount of bleed. So his SP2, his SP3, just keep chucking those out. As soon as you land 5 medium light hits, the bleed's nuts, and you just keep that going, and it's a beautiful thing. And then, you know, eventually he's going to get to a point, he gets knocked out, and then, oh, bang, no he's not, because he's got the life model decoy, and he gets Fury's Fury buff, which is freaking awesome, and he's stun immune at that point as well. So with his Fury buff, his bleed becomes even more ridiculous than what it already was, and he just ripped through a stack of champions, which was just unbelievable. Now, Emma Frost, I only used her against Scarlet Witch, which worked out to be good because she remained in diamond form for a majority of the fight. She's got the prowess or prowess, or however it is that you want to pronounce it. So every time Scarlet Witch tries chucking a poison or whatever, you know, like you got that helping you out, and then when you go to land your SP2, you've got 10 of those prowess charges. It's just a massive hit, and it's a 100% chance to inflict concussion, reducing the opponent's ability accuracy by 50%, which is huge. Helped a great deal. Now, Warlock, I've got to say, he was the champion in this. He went through fights that are normally difficult, like against, you know, OG Vision and Wolverine. They were walking the park. Firstly, you're not worrying about SP3s from anyone that you're fighting, so that makes it really quite easy. And you're not worrying about regeneration, and you're not really worried about how quickly they're going to get to that SP3 with Vision, so that was really, really easy. So with regeneration, Warlock, as long as you keep infections on your opponent, keep your opponent infected, sorry, they won't regenerate at all. So just keep infecting them, keep regenerating, busting out the bleeds with a heavy attack. The SP2 just creating insane damage, and the SP3, well, that's fantastic for when you start to lose a little bit of health yourself. You run the SP3, you drain your opponent's power bar while regenerating yourself. So, wow, it was just insane. And yeah, I think all up, it took me about 45 minutes. It was something else. But if you haven't had a go, try this team out yourself. Let us know what you think. I think it's a duck's nuts. I'm going to rank up every single person in this team. And they will all, yeah, I'll take them all the way. They were great. So give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. If you didn't, unlucky for me. Subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time.